I agree with you there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Hardaway, the pass to Murray. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
Picked by Gobert. Ball passes to Gobert. Back to Ball. Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards. He's got 10. Fires the three. Jokic grabs the board. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
And down it goes. 2 points. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night. And after pushing the Thunder to 7 games in last year's playoffs, the Nuggets have to be in that contender conversation, Shams.
Well, SGA won the MVP award, but you asked most players, executives, coaches around the NBA, and Nikola Jokic has the case of being the best player on the planet on any given night. Plain and simple. You surround him with the type of talent you need, the requisite pieces, and you've got a shot in the West any year.
Good point.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Brown comes in for Hardaway. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. Fourth, the Nuggets.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
They set the pick. To the right side. Jokic in the post. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And here comes the break. Here's Dosunmu. Here's McDaniels. An easy 2 on the layup. And it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Outside Watson. Now here's Jokic. He's got 5. Back to Murray. Pass to Watson. And here's Brown. 3-pointer. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tipped. Johnson passes to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 7.
Jokic just shrugging off the contact. Made that shot look a lot easier than it really was.
Shot is good by Edwards. And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open, and teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bane trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
Yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Sean, we got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
Back to Jokic. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
Shannon's checked in for Minnesota. Highland comes in for LaMelo Ball. And then for Denver, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And it's Jones in for Watson.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Now here's Brown. Still no points. Left side Jones. Edwards against Brown. On the wing, Murray. Over Highland. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Brown. Murray's got 10.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
McDaniels can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Brown against Edwards. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. Highland, the pass to McDaniels. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Valanciunas. Murray. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Outside Edwards. Here's Shannon. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's Valanciunas in his last outing with 12 points. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Najee, he's checked in for Denver.
In for the Nuggets, number 22, Zeke Nnaji.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the 3 off target.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Strother's checked in. And the second free throw is good.
Known as a versatile and tremendous defender, McDaniels also continues to make real good progress as a scorer.
Now here's Murray. In his last outing, 16 points for him. With the crossover, here's Valanciunas. And he makes it on the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And here's Edwards. Gets it off. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Jonas Valanciunas out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Strother in at the 3, small forward. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you, BA.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
With the step back. Fires from 14. Again, Denver scores. It's interesting, Shams, that Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade, But big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those were some really serious injuries to some seriously important players in the NBA. And given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data. Of course, player health is in everyone's best interest of the league. Adam Silver, they're paying a very close eye to this.
From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Minnesota. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
But, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Murray. Murray makes it look easy at the rim.
Left the defender stunned, stupefied. Murray with magnetic handle.
Ball passes to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. The three. Hits the trifecta. Edwards has got 15 points.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Minnesota with some changes. Anderson's checked in for Gobert. Freeman comes in for McDaniels. Shannon comes in for DeSumo. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Denver moving it around. Pass to Strother. Outside Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Johnson. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Oh, wow. Come away with authority.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Brown against Edwards. Brown passes to Murray. Now Johnson. Valanciunas finds Murray. Over ball. And again, it's Denver missing. Minnesota leading by 13. And the sense was the back half of this year's draft was a little thinner than normal. Why was that, Charles?
It's because the money is getting bigger and bigger in college basketball. And a lot of those potential late first or second round picks can just simply make more money in college than go to the NBA. So as these new rules start to regulate and the revenues potentially get shared more across the schools, potentially it normalizes it a little bit. But these players in college are able to make essentially the NBA minimums, if not higher the NBA minimum, even as second-round potential picks.
Good point. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Now here's Murray. He's got 18. Jokic with a screen on ball. Murray passes to Brown. And another miss by Denver. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Pass to Shannon. Back to Ball. Here's Edwards. Launches a 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Here's Strother. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Now Brown. Murray from outside. Murray with the 3 ball.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Minnesota leading by 11. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Ball. This one for 3. Rebounded by Denver. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 23.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Ball no good.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Jokic. Anderson pulls it down. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Ball passes to Anderson. Back to ball. Here's Edwards, guarded by Brown. Anderson with a screen. And here's Edwards outside. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And with picks 2 and 3 in this year's draft, Shams, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of this. So all of those traits increasingly important to win in today's NBA.
Now here's Jokic. 7 points in the game. Anderson finds Edwards. Minnesota again missing.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
The shot by Brown, no good. Minnesota leading by 7. Anderson with a screen. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Fires for 3. Fires in the triple. Brown's got 7 points for the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Ball. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Strawther. No made baskets yet. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Anderson. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Shannon. From downtown. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Inside. Oh, what a slam from the big man Jokic.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Freeman. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for LaMelo Ball. And then for Denver, Gordon, he's checked in for Johnson. Watson comes in for Strawther. And Hardaway is subbed in for Jamal Murray. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Back to Watson. Here's Jokic. Jokic just out muscling the defense.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
McDaniels with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Brown. Back to Hardaway. Denver moving it around. Gordon finds Jokic. Gordon outside. Off target from outside.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Gordon. Hardaway from outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
This is Hardaway's game. A quick trigger shooter who wants to score as often as possible.
DiVincenzo on the wing. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Brown. Pass to Jokic. For 3. Gordon. And again, Denver with a 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. McDaniels got 23.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Outside Brown. Jokic with a screen on DiVincenzo. Pass to Gordon. Jokic in the post. Defended by Gobert. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. The Nuggets, number 1.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
Pickett, he's checked in for Brown.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick, Jokic, continuing to add to his legacy.
All right, Chums, you know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Chums with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Here's Shannon. It's McDaniels on the wing. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. Gordon can't hit. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Shannon. 3-pointer off the mark. Jokic passes to Pickett. Now Hardaway. From 18 feet away. Again, Denver scores.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
It's been all about Jaden McDaniels from Minnesota. He's now hit 6 threes in this game. Knows he has the green light to fire away. Back to the game after this break.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You look at the Timberwolves, a tall order for them in this one, looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's a tough hill climb.
Yeah, but that's why we play games. Anything can happen.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Timberwolves.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little three happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
We've got Ball, Ayo Dosunmu out there with McDaniels. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Edwards in at the 2. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Dosunmu for 3. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got his 5th assist in this one.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here's Gordon. On the wing, Murray, pounded by Ball. Murray, no good.
they have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Back to Jokic. Good D by Gobert.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Jamal Murray. First personal foul. First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Foul beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for three. During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. He's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
Here's Edwards. He got a piece of it. Now Jokic. He's got 17. Murray passes to Gordon. Puts up a three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And when you have a multiple MVP like Nikola Jokic, there's pressure to put him in position to win it all, Clark.
Certainly agree with you there, B.A. Widely regarded as the best player on the planet, Jokic has the capacity to will them to victory single-handedly, but ideally, he shouldn't have to. He needs some additional reinforcement to complement his greatness.
Now here's Hardaway. 10 points for him. Pass to Murray. Launches it. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got rebound number 8 now. Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Nuggets trail by 10. Jokic up top. Pass to Hardaway. For 3. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Driving in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards. So it's Denver now. A 12-point game. Ball against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Fades. Hardaway against Edwards. Just 4 to shoot to the paint. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel and score.
Whoa!
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Gordon outside. Back to Murray. Shoots a fadeaway. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Denver moving it around. And Gordon with the big finish.
Boy, excellent recognition from Hardaway Jr. to find his teammate there. This guy's an unselfish player.
Outside Edwards. Edwards taking on all comers.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Murray for three. Edwards pulls it in.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey team, Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back to you guys.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And the basket by Desumu.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Jokic. And taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. Nikola Jokic is second.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
The free throw dropped for Jokic. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
It's good to see Ball not settling for a jump shot. He's at his best when he's attacking the rim.
Outside Watson. Picked by Murray. Watson passes to Murray. Tries from 6 feet. Here's Jokic. Look at Jokic going to work inside. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Desumu outside. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Now here's Jokic. He's closely guarded. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Gordon outside. It's Jokic, high post. The three. Knocks down the long J. Watson's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Here's Ball. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 26 points.
When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker, as a matchup, is a nightmare.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Desumu for three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. With that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Jokic has got 15 points here in the second half.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Minnesota with some changes. Shannon's checked in for DeSumo. DiVincenzo comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Highland in for Ball. And Denver will go for a different look here. Cam Johnson, he's checked in for Gordon. Strother comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jones in for Jamal Murray. Jones with the ball. Outside Brown. Jokic the screen. Down low. And the dunk by Jokic.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
There's the triple. The rebound by Shannon. Minnesota leading by 6. Takes a 13-footer. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Stripped it away. Here we go. Here's Highland. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Jones, the pass to Jokic. To the middle. Jones' shot is good.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. To the inside. A nice shot by Barrett.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Outside Johnson. Brown with a screen on Anderson. And they call an illegal screen here.
First in shooting percentage, and they were the best team in the league on the breaks. Nobody scored more points in transition than they did. The up-tempo game was their calling card.
And those assist numbers from last season tell the whole story. This team played the most unselfish basketball in the league. And Denver making a change here. Brown's checked in. Out left to the wing. Highland, the pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Shannon. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Brown passes to Johnson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
Jones, he's checked in for Brown. Minnesota leading by 8. Now here's Highland. Outside. DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
RJ. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Both good from the line that time. Nuggets trail by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jokic. No good, off the front rim. And here's Highland. Inside. Here's Barrett. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Minnesota. They lead by 12. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nuggets. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Cameron Johnson out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Strother in at the 3 spot. Here's Murray. Oh, Murray rising up.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
Anderson with a screen on Murray. Pilot, the pass to Anderson. Good. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist from Valanciunas.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Pilot, the pass to Anderson. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside, Highland. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Lets it go from deep. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Johnson. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
And Chris Finch has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And Minnesota with some changes. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie, thanks. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's the 3, and the Nuggets hit again from deep.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Dosunmu, left side. The 3 is up. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Brown. No good on the 3. Minnesota leading by 4. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. Here's Strother. He's covered by Dosunmu. Here's Jokic. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Ball's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh! Clear the way for Ball.
Among the best ball handlers in the league for sure. LaMelo right to the rack.
Nuggets trail by 9. Outside Johnson. McDaniels with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Ball no good. And it's Jokic with the ball for Denver. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Pass to Murray. Puts up a deep 3. And again, it's Denver missing.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass. I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Jokic, the screen. Outside Brown. Pass to Jokic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
Clark, last year, Jokic had arguably one of the greatest offensive seasons in NBA history.
Absolutely amazing, B.A. I mean, he averaged a 30-point touchdown, triple-double, shooting over 57% from the field and 41 from three. This guy is building one of the greatest legacies we've ever seen in the league.
Murray for three, and it's Gobert with a rebound.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Dosunmu, the pass to Edwards. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Murray with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Ball. Ball nimble against contact inside.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Murray passes to Johnson. Back to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Ball. Left side Murray. That one is off. Good D by Ball. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 12-3 run. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Murray finds some space. And again, Denver no good.
Surprising to see that he has so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Now Ball. Here's Dosunmu. Rebounded by Denver. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson passes to Murray. Here's Najee. Outside Murray. To the paint. Here's Brown. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Nuggets trail by 13. From 13, off the window. It's good. Jokic has got 35.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Murray passes to Jokic. Jokic, the bump in the bucket.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Edwards for 3. The shot that time not on target.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between. This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Dosunmu for 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic is... Edwards against Johnson. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. Up again. There's another rebound. This kind of effort is amazing.
Simply put, he will not be denied. And you can tell they're trying for high percentage looks here in the second half. A strategy they hope will help them close ground.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Najee. Watson comes in for Johnson. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Brown.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, And that, to me, is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Minnesota leading by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Now McDaniels. Shoots a 3. Buries it from outside.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Hardaway against Edwards. Jokic. Oh, it doesn't go. Minnesota shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter. McDaniels outside. It's money from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now Jokic. And Gobert with a block.
This has always been a highlight of Gobert's game. Elite rim protection.
Here's McDaniels from deep. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Down by 12. Now Jokic. And he can't stop the run as that misses. Timberwolves shooting around 53%, a nice number. LaMelo working inside.
I'll tell you what, the competitive spirit of ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Here's Murray. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 14. Ball with it. It's McDaniels on the wing. Defended by Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Now McDaniels. Jokic with a rebound. 54 seconds left in the game.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Timberwolves.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
LaMelo! So it's Minnesota picking up the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jaden McDaniels.
We'll try again. I often wonder will we live again? Will we live can't even see me from this hiding town. Summer soft cherry blossom with a crown.